Hello everyone, welcome to our lovely Facebook Live on this beautiful, beautiful snowy day here. Packers Cardinals about to kick off in about an hour and a half. I'm here with Pete Dougherty. We missed you last week.
I was a little under the weather.
And you're still a little under the weather.
Feeling better, but if I go into a coughing fit, I hope everyone will forgive me. I'll step off camera.
We'll cut you some slack
right,
for today, but this is your only pass. Next week, I'm expecting full recovery.
So welcome to Packers weather.
Yes.
This is kind of what they like. I think they probably prefer it just to be cold and no snow, so it's not so slippery, but it's, probably 30 degrees, and I think it's supposed to snow all day, so this is, when you're playing a team from the Southwest, this is what you're looking for.
Yeah, I rolled around in the snow a little bit earlier today, and by rolled around, I mean walked around outside of the tailgates, and I got some good photos and video for our Packers News Instagram. So if you're not following us on our Instagram, Packers News Insta, be sure to go check it out. It's pretty great, good content. I look a little bit cold, but it was a lot of fun. So we have a lot to talk about. First, as always, we're going to discuss some inactives.
Yep.
So we'll read off just the list of inactives for the Packers. Tim Boyle, Kevin King, Bashaud Breeland, Kentrell Bryce, Trey Carson, Raven Green, and Alex Light. Once again, the secondary is a little bit thin today.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if Kevin King's ever going to play again. I mean, obviously being facetious, but their defense is noticeably better when both he and Alexander play, and King just can't stay healthy. And it's hurting their defense. Now I do wonder now with him out and Breeland out, what they're going to do at corner. Does Tremont Williams move back up to the slot again and Campbell play safety when they're in nickel? I think that's what they did last week, so I would guess that's the way they'll go this week also.
Yeah, and one name noticeably not on this list is Randall Cobb. So
yes.
For the first time in quite a few weeks, he'll be active. What will he be able to bring to the Packers offense?
He's been out a while, so you wonder what he's if he's going to have any rust on him. But he'll just another guy who can make some plays without not having Allison. This is a slot guy who can. I'm sure I would think they'll tailor some things for him. He's played in this kind of weather a lot. But you know what? I still think the two rookie receivers have played pretty decent football.
I just saw someone ask, Aaron Jones needs to get the rock today.
I saw somebody else said it's his birthday today. I didn't even realize that.
Aaron Jones, Aaron Rodgers, all of the Aarons.
Oh, well, that's right. It is Aaron Rodgers' birthday. 35 years old. He's getting up there.
Yeah, I feel like he acts older than he actually is.
He's running into, I think, the same thing that we saw with Brett Favre, where when he started getting into his early and mid-30s, he's older than everybody else in the locker room, and most of the guys he came up with are gone. And I think when Rodgers saw Favre when he was younger, he didn't want to be like that, because he could see that created, distance in the locker room with his teammates. But now he's probably realizing, hey, you're older, you're different. Your life is different, and you're different than guys who are 10 years younger than you. So I think that's a dynamic that's probably opened his eyes a little bit.
Esther just asked, if you're just joining us, Randall Cobb is in fact playing today. We're just discussing this, so definitely going to bring some experience to the Packers wide receiver core.
Yeah, and I would think that they'll have some things designed. McCarthy will have some things designed in the offense. Maybe they'll try to even get him the ball early just to get him into the flow of the game. They seem to really like those bubble screens, although they haven't gotten a lot of mileage out of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, talking about the secondary still. Kevin King out, Bashaud Breeland out, Raven Green out.
Kentrell Bryce
Bryce is also out. It continues to be, definitely.
They're a little thin back there, and so probably will be. The other option would be they could play Brown at outside corner and move maybe Jackson to the slot and keep Williams at safety. But Campbell's played in this defense before. He played for Pettin. I think he played for Pettin a couple of years ago.
Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, that's right. So, he knows the defense. He's got some experience in the defense. So my best guess would be in nickel, Williams will be in the slot, and Campbell will be at safety.
Exactly. Now, yesterday had some big news. Mike Daniels to the IR, Trevor Davis to the IR. Yeah. We see the activation of Kumaro. It's Kumaro time finally. Everyone's been asking for him.
They're asking right now, as a matter of fact, and I'm sure he'll get some snaps. I would think so. That's why they activated him.
Mm-hmm. Now, I was not here for the preseason. I've only heard stories from preseason, and the fans seem to be very happy to see that he's coming back. Why, for those of us maybe who weren't in touch with what was going on in the preseason, why exactly are people so excited?
He just in camp and practices and the team drills, the 11-on-11 stuff, they're fully competing, and in the preseason games, he just got open a lot, caught a lot of passes. It didn't matter who the quarterback was, Rodgers, the backups. And he got a lot of snaps in camp. Sometimes as the camp goes on, the backups get more snaps than the regulars. So he got open and he caught the ball. And then the play he got hurt on was a long touchdown play. Now he got hurt by diving into the end zone when he didn't need to and kind of doing a roll and landed on his shoulder. So as Aaron Rodgers said, he probably learned a lesson from that too.
Yeah, so staying healthy will be the key for him.
Yeah.
So yes, and we also have Danny Vitale is up as well from the practice squad to the active roster. He's a fullback. Kind of a different look.
Got to be a special teams thing, I would think. That would be the best guess because they don't put fullbacks out there very often. They've been using the tight end a little bit in that role. But I would assume that's strictly a special teams thing.
Gotcha. Speaking of special teams,
watch him get 30 snaps in the offense.
Yeah, right. Now, Pete, let's prove Pete wrong. Let's see.
It's not hard to do.
Coaches always are conspiring against Pete.
Yes, they are.
We'll check back in post-game live. We will see if that comes true or not. But yes, so special teams has been a bit of a sore spot for this Packers team, especially with a lot of these guys getting healthy or figuring out who's healthy later in the week this week. How do you think that's going to affect special teams?
I know the most hated coach on the staff since my first day on covering this team in 1993 has been the special teams coach. Everybody's always all over him. And so it's the same with Zuck. But they do have maybe the hardest job in the building, because they never know who they're going to have. It's always young guys on special teams. So I think this is probably a chronic problem in most league cities, except for, where you have the best special teams coach or two, like Taub, who I think is in Kansas City right now. So it's always just mix and match and cross your fingers and hope for the best.
We have lots of people wishing luck to both Randall Cobb and Jake Kumaro out there. But how about Aaron Jones? We saw him last week. He got, I believe, over 17 touches, which was his career high. Do we think he's going to surpass that today? You would think this would be a day. Now, maybe with the slippery field, maybe this is actually a day where Jamal Williams, might be a better mudder. Jones missed a lot late last season, so I can't remember if he was. I don't have a feel for what kind of mudder he might be. And so maybe this will be a game that Williams actually is a little more productive and gets some more snaps. Alvino, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name correctly, but Alvino said that this should be an easy win today. Is this going to be an easy win for the Packers?
It helps them a lot that Bakhtiari is playing, assuming he can play okay. Chandler Jones is a big problem. I think they line him up on both sides. It should be. Is it still a 14-point spread? That's what it was early in the week.
Check.
So Las Vegas certainly thinks so.
Geronimo Allison is not playing today. No,
he's on IR.
Nope. So
he's done for the year, and they've used their 2 IR returns, so he will not be coming back.
So additionally, Trevor Davis and Mike Daniels are also done for the season as well.
So that means owner Tramon Williams will still be returning punts again. And who'd they on kickoffs? I think they had Jamal Williams doing kickoffs.
They did last game, yeah.
Maybe they'll use Cobb on punts this today.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, I wonder.
That would be interesting. If the Packers lose, will the Packers fire Mike McCarthy? Asks Jason.
That's a really interesting question. Their history over the last 25 years suggests they wouldn't. But you do wonder because they're still mathematically in it, and if they do get to 9-6-1, they probably have a 1 in 3 chance of making the playoffs. That's just kind of a random guess, but the hard part will be getting to 9-6-1. So if they lose this one, it's the mathematics are pretty much over. So you never know. Maybe they would. Maybe they would just say we're going to fire him anyway. So why not do it now? Because everybody else knows he's going to get let go too. You can't rule it out. I would still bet against it, but you can't rule it out.
Is this Josh Rosen's first inclement weather game this season?
I didn't look that closely at their schedule, but it probably is. And he's a guy who played in the Pac-10, so it's not like he was getting this stuff in college either.
It is not Pac-10 weather outside today.
It is not, and I think he's from the Los Angeles area, if I remember right. So, yeah, this could be a new thing for him.
Yeah, I would turn around our camera and show you what we're looking at right now. We're looking at the parking lot. It's just a tad bit snowy out there.
I will say, though, two of the great bad weather quarterbacks the Packers have had, Bart Starr and Brett Favre, were from the Deep South. So there you go.
Yeah, who knows? Dick wants to know, yes or no, the offense puts together a complete game and doesn't disappear for the entire half.
Yeah, that's been
entire half.
Yeah, that's been their season. You know, they've got an opponent that they, although the Cardinals defense is that bad, but they've got a team. They're going against a team where they should win. They should win big. So maybe this will be the week. But anybody who's been watching this team has been thinking, well, maybe they'll get on track. Maybe they'll get on track, and it just looks like it's not happening this year.
We're still waiting, but they are at home for the first time in a little while.
Yeah, it was kind of nice not traveling this weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah, we got to have a nice Saturday.
Yeah.
Slept in a little bit.
Yeah.
But things are in their favor. You've got home game. The weather's
somebody from
in their
Ireland.
favor. Nice. Hello. We've honestly been getting. It's really fun for us to see where everyone's from. We had a lot of Canadians last week. I don't know if you're still out there. Please comment. All of our Canadian friends. Thanks for tuning in.
I've been to Ireland a couple of times. I hope to get over again sometime in the next few years.
Yeah. No.
Fun place.
I have never been, but I hear good things. Diego wants to know, what impact is Kumaro going to have? We already spoke about this just a bit.
We did. He hasn't played for so long now. He's been practicing for a couple of weeks, but he hasn't played in games. But he is a guy who you can tell, and Rodgers has even said he trusts to be where he's supposed to be, and those are the guys who he tends to throw to. So I could see this guy getting several targets today. A couple more, and then are we good to go? Or?
Yeah, we'll take a few more questions, and then we're going to get on ready for the game that's happening. I did see someone ask what the weather is today. I believe it's not that cold.
No, it's not. I'll check here on the weather app, but it's not heavy snow, but it's enough where it'll have a little bit of the snow bowl look to it when you're watching on TV. And I don't know, we've accumulated probably a couple inches maybe.
Yeah, not a whole lot.
34 degrees, high of 35. By 3 o'clock, about when the game ends, it's supposed to be 31. So it's not so much that it's cold, but it's going to be really slippery because the driving over the streets were slick, and it's snow hitting, and it's kind of a mix of rain and snow actually.
I saw someone ask about Mike Daniels' absence. They had to deal without him last weekend. How do you think they're going to sort of continue on without him this weekend?
I wasn't convinced it was going to hurt them that much, but I think it did. Their pass rush is not that good. I don't care where they rank in sacks, but they're still pretty high up there, but their pass rush is not good. It's been all the blitzes they do and everything. And the one thing they had going for them was Kenny Clark and Daniels rushing on the inside. You take out half of that, and you lose a lot. So they really felt it last week, and they'll probably feel it some this week too. Although they are going against a rookie quarterback, so you've got to figure Pettin's going to do a lot of fake blitzing and then disguise and then send guys and do everything he can to make things difficult for a rookie quarterback.
Lots to keep an eye on. Mike Daniels' absence, again, a continuing theme. Our new veteran Randall Cobb added to the wide receiving core. Kumaro added, so it'll be an interesting game. A lot to keep an eye on.
Yep.
Quarterback's birthday. I wonder how that's gonna impact his play.
Yeah, well, I probably had a quiet night last night, so maybe he'll do his celebrating tonight.
Exactly. Well, hopefully for him he'll have something to celebrate. Of course, we will be tweeting the game. We'll be Facebook living again, this time with Ryan Wood. So no Pete. So we will be Pete-less post game. Yes. So make sure you tune in to our Facebook page after the game as well. We'll be going live. And we look forward to chatting with you again then. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining us. We really appreciate you joining us. Sorry. I am also starting to lose my voice a little bit.
That's what happens when you sit next to me in the press box.
We're all getting each other sick, so it's not very good. But yes, thank you guys so much. We will talk to you guys soon. Have a good one.